My name is Mike. Here at Highland Hill Farm, we're going to talk about how we mulch trees. And the first place we start at is out here in the woods to give it a good idea of how trees grow naturally with its own type of mulch. On the ground you can see there's a bunch of leaf litter, old leaves that fell off the tree. We're actually in December right now, and you can see that there's lots of leaves on the ground, and the leaves are the tree's mulch. When the leaves fall off the tree in the fall, they fall to the ground and they cover the ground. You can see that there's very little spots here where you can see open ground. And these leaves are the mulch. Now, the mulch, these leaves do a couple things for the tree. First thing is it insulates the ground so that the roots do not have the free stall. Secondly, when the leaves break down, they create an organic layer on the surface that's called the overhorizon of the soil. So if you dig down through forested soils, most forested soils have an O layer. And that's just because these leaves, when they break down, they turn black, and that black layer is the overhorizon. Second, another thing that leaves do for trees is that when their acorns drop or their seeds drop, the leaves cover the seeds so that they get a little blanket for them to be germinated, or it depends on what kind of seed it is too. But the leaves do insulate the seeds for it. So now we know some information about what leaves do, and when we plant trees in our landscape, we try to kind of mimic what the trees in the forest need in order to grow. So when we make beds in landscapes, we usually try to make beds where the root zone is for the smaller tree. Then when we put mulch around it, we try to simulate what leaves are like in the landscape. So when we put mulch down, the first year you can put mulch down fairly heavy. Now, not too heavy, you're going to curl the tree, making big mountains of mulch everywhere. But you want to mimic that O horizon in the soil profile. So you put some mulch down so it decomposes and makes a nice, really nice place for the soil microbes to be, and for the different things that the mulch would do. Every year after you put the first layer of mulch down, you just want to add just enough mulch to just make a new covering to it. You don't need to be adding inches and inches of mulch, because that's actually really bad. The first year you should probably put about an inch down at most, but make sure you don't put it too high up on the tree's root flare, because you don't want to girdle the tree. And yeah, that's right. You can see right through here that the roots are coming out, and that's the way you want to try to mimic it in landscape. Remember, the man upstairs never invented the mulch truck. Here at a parking lot, you can see an oak tree, and we're just taking a look at the mulch bed around it. I do like the mulch bed. You can see that it's not too much mulch. You can see some of the dirt coming through. You can see parts of the root flare coming out, and it's a fairly large size bed for it. Maybe a little bit bigger of a bed needed for this size of a tree, but to be honest, in a parking lot, in a situation like this, I would say this is very, very good. I don't see anything really wrong with it.
How much mulch did you think they actually have there? About an inch?
Well, what happens with the mulch, they probably put it in the springtime, and over the summer it decomposes, so I don't know exactly how much they have there, but maybe an inch or so. You can see it is, even though we had a lot of rain last night.
So it's about an inch, right? Yep.
I would say, yeah.
It's just about right. Okay, well, thank you very much, Mike.
This is about free mulch, and what kind of mulch you can expect. Sometimes you get some really nice mulch, like this right here. It's chopped up very nice. We like it. It'll break down real fast for us. And if you look over here, sometimes you get some real stinkers where they don't even do all the work. So when you get free mulch, just beware, because sometimes it's not always as nice as you think it's going to be. Things that we like to do, we like to spread it out on fields before we plant it, and yeah, just be wary of where you get the mulch from.
What kind of pathogens could be in your free mulch?
Oh, okay, well, that's actually a good question, because there's a lot of bad pathogens that come in mulch. The most notorious one is a disease that attacks maples. So when you have mulch for maples, just be careful of where it comes from, and make sure that the wood chips themselves are not maples, because that's a real serious problem that they have. You can have a healthy maple in your landscape, and you put mulch around it, you could actually be infecting that tree, dooming it to die, and dooming any other maple in the soil whose roots can grow into that soil where the mulch is at to die for the next 7 years. So if you have maples, be wary about where the mulch.
If you're going to screen out a large property with an evergreen shrub or tree, one selection you would want to consider is the green giant arborvitae. This fast-growing arborvitae is really a western red cedar. Its normal habitat is on the western coast of North America in Washington and Oregon. It was a cross between a Japanese arborvitae and the western red cedar that created the clone called the green giant. This particular variety is very easy to grow, has a small fibrous root system, and can actually put on growth of 3 feet a year in many locations if properly cared for. It forms a very nice tight screen. It's usually planted between 5 and 8 feet apart, and when it's planted, it's easy to grow. At Highland Hill Farm, we deliver and plant these onto properties in the East Coast. When we deliver and plant multiple trees, we always install a drip water system. That helps these trees get established. When you are considering a screening or buffering project, give us a call or send us a picture of your site for free review. We're located in Fountainville, PA, Milan, PA, and Lenore, North Carolina. So we ship all over the East Coast, and we do deliver and install. We have green giants, small seedlings to large trees. We ship them on pickup trucks, on flatbed trailers, and also on tractor trailers. So call us at 215-651-8329 for the #1 screening plant in North America, which is the green giant. Highland Hill Farm is a plant and tree grower located in Fountainville, PA. We will give free landscaping plans that we draw up for our customers. Just email us pictures of your site and a description of what you want your landscaping to accomplish, and we will help you select trees and shrubs for the desired purpose that you have in mind.